One of the most challenging difficulties that I hear people talk about time and time again is not being able to use the left hand as well as the right hand. And that's because they neglect the left hand every single time. Hi, my name is Steve, and today I'm going to show you how you can make your left hand as good as your right hand from day one. So one of the first reasons that I've actually seen that makes this difficulty more pronounced for you not to be able to use your left hand as much as you use your right hand is because simple fact that you neglect your left hand. And what I mean by that is many of the songs, you start learning piano and many of the songs you have so many exercises on the right hand. So you start by doing exercises on a C scale, for example. So you start by doing. And yes, they tell you have to do it on both hands. But most of the time, what you do is you concentrate more on the right hand. And this is because most people use the right hand. So you're used to playing things, doing things with your right hand. Your fingers are used to doing things. You have a stronger hand. And it's just more comfortable for you to pay more attention on your right hand. So when you're learning, you push the left hand a little bit to the side. Yes, you've been told to do so many exercises, but you do that with both hands, and then the left hand just fades away in the background, and you keep concentrating more and more on your right hand. You're doing all the scales, and you find that you keep improving. The more you do things, you improve. So because it's the more convenient hand, and you start getting better on your right hand, and the left hand is lagging behind. Another reason is because if you look at the typical song, most of the melodies are being played on the right hand. The way the songs are constructed is that you use your right hand to play the melody, and the melody is always busier than the chords or the accompaniments, if you want to put it that way. So you're looking at things like you're playing something like this. Now, look at what's happening there. You're giving your right hand a lot of exercise, but all you're doing with your left hand is just playing chords, accompaniment. It doesn't take a lot to play things like this. But because your right hand is playing the melody or the solo, it's busier and it's being exercised more. And all you're doing is. So look at all the different shapes and all the different exercises you're giving your fingers. Things like that. Or you find yourself doing something like this. You realize that your right hand is playing the chords and exercising, getting used to the different shapes of the chords, but your left hand is playing single notes. At best, sometimes it does things like this, octaves. So if you keep playing like this from day one, your left hand is definitely going to lag behind. Stay with me, let me show you the solution. So if you're a beginner and you're looking to learn everything you need to learn to play a piano by ear like this, in a very, very short space of time, with about 15 minutes practice every single day, just 15 minutes, then this course is for you. So click the link below and get your free 10 video lessons from my brand new Play Piano by Ear course, and start jamming your favorite songs on the piano today. Maybe you start with a simple scales like this. If you're doing this 100 times, 50 times, 10 times a day, whatever the amount of times you're doing this, make sure you do it with your right hand as well. Sorry. In fact, I advise that you do it more with your left hand because your right hand is the stronger hand in most cases, and your left hand is the weaker hand. Say, for example, I use the left, but still I found myself using my right hand more for the piano until I started concentrating more on my left hand. So the fact that I'm left-handed didn't really matter. It all it did was it just made it slightly more convenient for me. But if you're right-handed, you need a lot of more work right from day one on your left hand. So you're doing both exercises. And you're doing them together. And you can do contrary motions as well. Or you can do exercises like do the same thing for your left hand. Also, we find ourselves doing more arpeggios with the right hand. Things like or try and doing the same thing with your left hand. And you can try both hands as well. Or contrary motions. Now, the most important one that I think will help you start using your left hand as good as your right hand from day one is for you to assume the melody is on the left hand. So instead of you playing the melody on the right hand, like I showed you before, try and play the melody on the left hand. Now, it might not suit a song particularly, but this is just going to be for your practice times. So remember just now when I played some blues scales like something like that, just, making something up. You can do the same thing with your left hand. Try and do at least something very similar. Something like that. And you can definitely switch the chords. Instead of you playing the chords in the left hand, you play it on the right hand.